Find the right vet for your pet. Go to WVMA.org and click on resources to find a WVMA member veterinarian near you. And we found one. She's actually here. Speaking of pets, taking your time to ask the right questions before bringing a pet into your home will help ensure that your companion will be the right one for you and your family. Dr. Lisa Peters is here. She's a veterinarian with Fox Valley Animal Referral Center in Appleton. But you're not even looking at her or any of us right, because Levi is here. Tell us about Levi.
Levi is a 5-year-old Bernese Mountain Dog. He's actually 5 years old today. It's his birthday today.
Happy birthday! You don't look a day over 4, buddy.
No. Yeah, we've had him since he was a puppy, and he travels with me all over. We take him on talks and lots of different places, so he's pretty good.
And he loves me. We have a special bond today.
He keeps staring at you.
He's laying on me. Yeah.
So we were talking about finding the right pet, and you have some questions, I know, for the doctor.
Yes, let's talk about lifestyle. What are your inputs on that?
Lifestyle is pretty important when you're thinking about finding a pet, and particularly if you have an active lifestyle, if you're an avid runner or you're an outdoorsy type person, you would want to find a pet that matches that. So you would probably choose maybe a dog like a Labrador Retriever. You might not choose someone like Levi. He's a pretty mellow dog. Yes. So if you have more of a sedentary lifestyle, you would choose someone like him, or a Basset Hound, or you might choose a cat to have if you have that kind of sedentary lifestyle, or you're of the older generation.
See, I think it's amazing because some people need to realize that you have to find the pet that works best for you, and taking that in consideration is good. Now, what if you're busy?
That's a tough one because you have to consider your work and your travel schedule as well. So especially dogs, they need a lot of exercise, training, time, and attention. And so if you travel a lot and you do want a dog in your life, you might have to find options such as daycare or someone to help take care of those pets while you're gone, so they're also entertained. And if you do have that busy schedule, maybe a cat is more for you.
That's good. Yeah, that's good advice. And you are thinking about getting a dog eventually? Does Tim know this?
No. I actually went to PetSmart the other day and looked in the adoption center, and I said, what would you have done if I brought a dog home? And he said, I would have put you in the adoption center. So hopefully in the next couple of years we can. But I know a lot of us have small children, so that's kind of the thing, I guess, for us, that's the biggest factor in getting a pet.
Yeah, and that's a really good point. You have to consider your children's ages when you're thinking about getting a pet. I mean, certainly if you have toddler twins, you might not want to get a pair of Australian Shepherd puppies. That just might be too much for you to bring into a family. And so sometimes people with small children might choose a pocket pet, like a guinea pig or a hamster. But you can still add dogs to your young family as well. You just have to maybe pick a very family-oriented dog, like a golden retriever or a golden doodle, or you can do your research, and I think that's the most important thing that you do when you're choosing a pet for your young family.
Right, and then as far as, I know for a lot of people, especially us, we may live in a smaller place up here since we don't live here like year-round. So is that something that you would, what kind of recommendations as far as space?
Space requirements are really important. So if you had a small apartment with no backyard, I don't think you would put Levi in that situation, or a St. Bernard. Right. So you might have something like a cat, or a smaller pet. You could maybe put a bird, not a cat and a bird together, but you would think about a smaller pet in those sorts of situations.
Right. Yeah. And I know you also have to consider finances and finding the right veterinarian for your family. And Dr. Peters, thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
And for bringing Levi, the star of our segment.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for being here. Up next, it's time to get cooking.